Hey, it's Mel with the Mark and Mel Team, eXp Realty, and we're sharing the pros and the cons of living in old downtown Mesa, Arizona. And if you find our information valuable, please like, follow, and share with those you care about. For over 30 years, we've been helping home sellers and home buyers with excellence through experience. So all you have to do is call, text, or email us, and we can help you too. So let's start with the three top cons of living in old downtown Mesa, and stay until the end to see the top three pros. And the last one may really surprise you. So, number one con, downtown Mesa is extremely close to industrial and commercial all along Broadway. It's a very major arterial route, so it impacts how busy and transient that area is because there's a lot of industrial, a lot of commercial, and the area, it just becomes that mixed use property. So it's very close to those single family residential neighborhoods. So as you can see, you have downtown Mesa, which is the original part of Mesa. And it is just east of the 101 freeway. It's south of the newer 202 freeway and north of the 60 freeway. And so it is the original area. It is pretty conveniently located to those freeways because you can just hop on the 101 and you can go all the way around down to Chandler and Gilbert that way on the 101 loop. You can head up to Scottsdale, North Phoenix pretty easily. So you can see it's pretty convenient to those freeways, but it's the original part. So the con is that it is in a mixed use area of where a lot of commercial is on Broadway. So number two con is being mostly an older neighborhood with older aged homes. These homes are many times in need of a lot of renovation and updates, fixing up homes. They're parking there and they're fixing up these things. And, it's also just a large amount are also rentals. So you need to be prepared to be around a lot of rentals because it is more affordable. You might think of it as a pro. Actually, if you want to go and fix and flip things, now is not the time. You have to be very careful how you're buying right now to make a profit fixing and flipping there. However, there are some good deals that home buyers can get if they need to buy something less expensive. The light rail was finished, and so it goes all the way to Lindsay, and so they'll continue as far as they can. But right now, it has changed the downtown dramatically. So the cons is that a lot of the shops couldn't hang in there during the construction of that light rail, so they went out of business. Number three con, because the area is older, there are no homeowner associations. And the con about that is that you have people that will park trailers in the driveways, or they'll let the grass grow too long, or they won't they won't manicure their yard really well, or they'll get the yard full of weeds. They'll park cars all over, and there's no restriction that way. So you might be living next to something that might end up like looking like a junkyard because there's no homeowners association there, nobody telling them, you can't do that. There is some areas that are more well maintained than other areas, you can tell. But as you go out of the higher income homes, you'll see that the more average homes in there, they just have a lot of renovation they need. And there's a lot of people that don't want HOAs. They want to be able to park their cars on the lawn, or they want to be able to park their trailer in the driveway. But you have to remember that that's what you're going to get if you want to live in that neighborhood. And there are a lot of neighborhoods, a lot more neighborhoods in downtown Mesa and in Mesa as you go to the east, a lot more even newer neighborhoods in Mesa that don't have HOAs. So let's get to the pros. There's three pros though about this neighborhood. So pro number one is that because there are older homes there, they're smaller, average little homes, they are affordable. Since the area is older and the majority of homes are in need of updating, and they bring that value range down and that price point down. And the home prices are more affordable there because of the majority of homes, they need fixing up, and you can actually get a home that's priced lower because it needs some fixing up and get that sweat equity by buying a home that needs paint or maybe needs yard work or even a yard or a new carpet or new cabinets, counters, or you can do it a little at a time. It's just the kind of thing that you can put in that sweat equity and get that profit back yourself instead of providing that profit to a fix and flipper. You could just do the work yourself over time. Pro number two is the community support and convenience. The neighborhood is really community oriented. There are a lot of families that have lived there for a long time, since their grandparents lived there, and then their parents lived there, and now they're living there. And you have this whole new generation. But because the light rail is there, there's a lot of people that like that downtown feel. There's a next generation coming in that likes that small town community feel, that you can get on the light rail and you can ride your bike around and you can get into ASU, Arizona State University, and you can easily go and see football games, and you can go downtown Tempe. Also, on top of that, you have a walkable community that you can go right to some of these popular things easily from your home. So you don't have to drive. Pro number three is the closeness to all the art centers. Some of the most popular locations are Mesa Contemporary Art Museum, the Mesa Art Center for live theater and art, and Aikido Theater. The Arizona Museum of Natural History is within walking distance, and it displays like Southwest history. And there's also the salt mine recording studio Oasis. And that's a really popular place. So you can tell there's lots of people that love the arts, love music, love art, love theater. So it attracts those kind of people down there. So they can easily walk to these beautiful theaters, and they can go down and see art. They can watch there's lots of acts that come to this. There's lots of popular singers that come to the Mesa Arts Center. So it is very convenient to be able to walk down to these theaters and listen to live music and see art, and just really embrace yourself in that kind of atmosphere. So that is a very good attraction for being an affordable neighborhood. And so what's the price range? So then we're going to go over what the price range is here as of December 2022. And then we're going to concentrate on the basic original downtown zip code of 85201, and right in the heart of downtown Mesa. And there are currently 6 pending sales priced between $310,000 to $415,000, with gross living area between 1,037 square feet and 1,480 square feet, and an average market time of 54 days. So not really long. And people are reducing their price because of the people that came in late in the game and wanted to fix and flip, and maybe they bought it for too much to fix and flip, and then they turned around and wanted to sell it for a lot more, which I'll show you. So for example, 443 North Brimhall, Mesa in Mesa, 85203, which is a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom with 1,776 square feet, was built in 1952 and renovated, but it was originally listed too high at $460,000. And it's been on the market for 58 days. So it's already over that average market time of 54 days. So it's obviously too high still with the competition that's coming out. It's gone from 460,000 to 405,000 so far. So it hasn't sold. It's still available. So obviously they are probably a tad bit too high. They're getting closer, but they're a tad bit too high. I'll show you a comparison of what is actually selling and what would be a good deal and why this is probably about 10 to 15,000 too high still. So that home, they would take a lower offer right now based on how many days it's been on the market. And when you look at what has actually sold nearby, 208 West Ivy Glen Street in Mesa, 85201 zip code. It was a total remodel also, and it was totally fixed up, 3-bedroom, so 1 bedroom less, 2 bathrooms. Slightly smaller, was 1,392 square feet of living area, built in 1973, but it also had a swimming pool. So it was really nicely done. The renovation's really nicely done. Plus, it has a swimming pool. And so it sold for 400,000. So based on the comparison of this one to that other one at 405, I'd say they are still about 10,000 off. So I think you could get an offer accepted on that. You can see even in this other renovation, really nicely done in the bathroom, the newer cabinets, new counters, new lighting, and that's a pretty big pool. So that's quite a plus, quite a lot of home for $400,000. So somebody's waiting, just waiting for that home at 405 to come down. It's still too high. So anyway, there are some great home buys when you want to be a picky buyer right now. And you can get something in a very diverse area in old downtown Mesa, and just make sure you're not in the market for a quick fix and flip if you want to profit that way. But if your idea is to be in a community like that where you can get around using public transportation, and you want to be near art museums and art and lots of places where you can just walk around in the community, enjoy breweries and enjoy coffee shops, and just have that old town feel, but with the access to the light rail, then this is a great place. And it's a great buy right now because of the prices that have come down about 12% overall. So anyway, if you're interested in that, we can always send you a list of homes in downtown Mesa and give you more demographics for the area. And then keep that interest rate down by asking the seller to pay for closing cost, because that would really make that home in downtown Mesa affordable. So thanks for watching. And as always, I'm Mel with the Mark and Mel Team, eXp Realty. And for over 30 years, we loved helping home buyers and home sellers with excellence through experience. So just call, text, email us to help you too. See you next time.